Well, hello YTPC. Just like to show you a few things that arrived in the last few days. So the post has been, still is erratic in Switzerland. Some things come quite quickly and other things can take months, so you never really know. But I got several packages in the post, and got this lovely one here, where I was wondering, I wonder what this is, you know, and it was from Ms Cathy. I bought one of the fantastic pipe rolls, which you've seen in the videos, which are just beautifully made out of really hide and leather, and exquisitely decorated then. And Miss Cathy gave me a nice little assist note, which that stays between you and me, Miss Cathy. Very kind and much appreciated. And this is the pipe roll, which it looks absolutely magnificent, doesn't it? With that, you know, set of horns on the bull there, with also the feather and the lovely Indian tribe decorations on it. Absolutely magnificent. And I've loaded it up because this is going to be my special occasion pipe roll, but just to show you, and it has a nice weight to it. It's really top quality leather, beautiful. And let's have a look. So it's got a lot of capacity inside. It's a big pipe roll with a little table, so you can put this out and spread your tobacco on that to prepare it. And 4 compartments for your accoutrements. So I would put my lighter, of course, in here. Often take a reserve lighter with me if I can, if I'm not flying or anything like that, just in case, you know, I can't refuel this one or it breaks down. Jack the Piper tamper, of course, only the best for the best, and some pipe cleaners, and in my case here, my 9mm filters. A set of various ones with meerschaum, half meerschaum, only active charcoal, etc. And in these 2 compartments, a slightly larger one, I would put the pipe, and on the right side I've got a little plastic portable lightweight pipe stand, which can be handy if you haven't got a sitter-upper, or you know, you want to protect your pipe and not just sort of have to precariously prop it somewhere. And from Merchant Services, I've got this Eric the Blue Collar Piper put me onto this, and I've used it a good many times. I usually take this with me walking, or if it's a day trip that I've got enough tobacco, with this surgical lining, of course, is ideal. And this fits here perfectly. Little reserve pipe stand, one or the other. I wouldn't take both, but see, this one is also light and doesn't take much room. And of course, maybe some sharrow pads if you don't have a filter pipe. And the other thing I wanted to show you, which I've used an example of my pipe, is this Peterson Newgrange pipe, which just came today, and only the best for the best. So I would take this roll for nice occasions. I'm sure people will say, oh, that's beautiful. I mean, with this lovely badge on it, absolutely gorgeous. And I was totally delighted that I got these within a day of each other. So next time I go to the Three Kings restaurant in Basel or something like that, I would take this. And well, thank you, Ms Cathy, for this fantastic pipe roller. I mean, I can only recommend, if anyone's thinking of getting one, that she makes them absolutely beautifully, and this will last you a lifetime. And I love the shade of the suede leather here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now the Peterson, you've heard, I think Onion recently got a Peterson Newgrange silver spigot. Tim Hermit Piper got one as well. Probably around the same time I ordered mine, but there was a shipping problem, which seems to happen at the moment with the UK, if it's going through the UK, that they send it back because it originated from smokingpipes.eu, so the Irish Republic shop that they have, where they don't have tobaccos but they have lots of good pipes, and I bought a good number from them. And for some reason, their first shipment got turned back, even though destination wasn't the UK, it was Switzerland. But they said it's very rare, but it can happen. But they're very, very good at smokingpipes.com and .eu. They said, we'll take care of it. We're going to send you that express when we get it back. And they did. And they said it's anyway insured. So if it, if it would ever get lost, they can claim for it. But this one actually made it. And the first thing that strikes you is the bag is so much better than these the ones Peterson were offering for their regular pipes were rather thin, half sort of like some sort of paper composite. And I really thought, that's not good as a visiting card for a pipe maker. So congratulations, Peterson. This is the way to go. This is you saying to the customer, what you have here is quality. So I will reveal my pipe. So there it is, my little pipe striptease. This is an absolutely gorgeous pipe, and everything is right about it. Let's get some light on it and see if I can give you. So you see there, it's drilled absolutely perfect at the bottom, and it's drilled absolutely perfect in the middle. If I can give it there, see it? Absolutely center. Fantastic. And it's a silver all the way. In other words, the whole tenon here is sterling silver with, let's just get a bit of magnification on it here. Peterson Dublin on the top, 925, and it's got the full stamp there with the Dublin mark on the left, which is the Irish harp, and the one on the right, which I can't quite make out, but I'll have a look. One of them is a harp and one is something else, but it basically tells you it's made in Dublin. This silver collar 925 is sterling silver, and of course here Peterson spigot of Dublin, probably doesn't say Newgrange, but that's the model. And of course, you know me, it's a Prince. It's a Prince, and I was so pleased because you don't always find the Prince model in some of these new editions. And it's about a KS size. It's not sort of EX Savinelli size bowl, but it's pretty, you know, it's a king size KS. Medium to large, I would say, but plenty big enough for me, with a nice rustication. So I'm delighted to be in the Newgrange Silver Spigot Club with Tim and Onion and a few other of YTPC who recently got one. Absolutely beautiful, very pleased with that. So that's two of the most wonderful things. And a little while ago I sent to Sean, Victorian Piper, a mug and one or two things, and he said maybe I can send you something back, and he did, in this box. I was absolutely delighted, and one of my wishes, and I do thank you, Sean, because you can't get it over here, and you can't actually these days get anyone to send it to you. It used to be not too much of a problem on the web shop of a UK shop to get them to ship to Switzerland, but in the last year and a half they've almost gone to zero that are prepared to do that, for different, I think, regulatory and credit card reasons or whatever. So I had got some of this, and anything I can more add to my little store, well, what do I call it? I call it, instead of tobacco acquisition disorder, I call it tobacco apocalypse depot. So I'm trying to make sure I've got the ones I really enjoy. And I really enjoy this special Virginia. This used to be the one that you saw in the Benson and Hedges adverts, and one of my videos I featured it already, and it's really, really great. One of my favourite pouch tobaccos. It's so pleasant to smoke, just the right level of sweetness, and you know, it's just a piece of history as well, Benson and Hedges. So I'm delighted to have a bit more in my tobacco apocalypse depot reserve now. But that's not all. Very kindly, Sean sent me a couple of other things. As you know, Victorian Piper, he works also at a Victorian reproduction, if you like, village in England. And when you can travel again and go to the UK and England, do visit that lovely village, because all kinds of things have been recreated. And one is a blacksmith, and the blacksmith there made this lovely iron bridge plaque, which I shall be putting in my little smoking alcove. I will screw it on one of the wooden tobacco racks, that I will always remember this lovely gift from Sean. And even more wonderful and practical is this spottle opener, this is wrought iron. This wrought iron, high carbon content, and a nice bottle opener. So that's great. That will be very handy. And the last thing he sent me, probably thought, you know, I needed a good scrub or something. It was this lovely piece of carbolic soap. Now, when I was a kid, this was still viable. My grandmother had it, and it smells very phenolic, but it's actually a very good soap in the COVID days, because this definitely gets rid of, with that phenolic content, bacteria and probably viruses as well. It's an extremely good sanitizing soap. So when I need a really good scrub, and well, particularly for the hands, so I will be actually using this instead of those disinfectant squirts that you can get. But that's a very sort of typical thing from the Victorian days, and actually was one of the great steps towards sanitizing, hygiene and sanitization. Just very simple things that everybody could afford and use, and everyone used to wash even their clothes, I think, with flakes of this kind of soap, you know. So that's great. I just wanted to show you those lovely things, and I'm overjoyed. I'm really chuffed that I've got all of these lovely things in just a few days. Cheers.